I just like the sound of
it. You are watching Green Links World Entertainment. Make sure you hit that subscribe button so you will be tuned in when we go live.
Is it the wrong time? Yeah, 50, like, man, you know, your brokenness is hurting everybody. You wanna lash out on everybody else because your life was
different because I'm integrating spirit in the midst of the conversation.
Why do you think, Dr. Candace, so many people are hesitant? And I don't want to say so many people. Why do you think that people are hesitant to venture down this lane of healing? For some people,
and it's like now I'm not my best self because I'm burdened by everything that's going on around. It's like now it's like it's a sense of freedom when you really get to a point where it's like now you can really help them. Mm-hmm. Now you really moving. Now you really getting your stuff together by focusing on you and getting right and doing what everybody got a gift and got a purpose here on the planet. Like
I tell you 3 times like a trilogy. Eating up his word and give me energy. Tell the filthy devil get up off of me. Saying you gotta pay.
Grand Rising. Oh, I'm like, why am I? Y'all, I am up here. Let me close this out. Okay, let me close this out. I'm wondering why I have 2 screens open here. And it's because I had one of the screens. So let me go out. I don't want this to be open. Oh, y'all, come on in. I cannot believe this is happening. I'm trying to close out of the StreamYard and it's not letting me. Let me remove. There I am. Come on in, everybody. Come on in. I do apologize. It's just one of them days, but I'm here. And that's what counts. And I'm proud of myself. Grand Rising to you, Grand Rising, Kanisha. I see you out there, my beautiful cousin. Come on in, everybody. I'm getting it set up here on Instagram as well as TikTok. I am live over here on Facebook. So if you are with me, Grand Rising, and let me know where you are with your mental health from 1 to 10 as you are coming in the room, because y'all, I really do care. And if you are like not feeling it this morning, like y'all, this morning, come on. This morning is one of those mornings for me. I'm not trying to do that. This morning is definitely one of those mornings for me, but I'm here and I got some things to talk about. Namely, are y'all aware of what's going on with I'm gonna make this work. Okay? I'm gonna make this work. Grand Rising, Joanne, Grand Rising, everybody. I gotta switch this over to Green Links Media over here on TikTok. But as you guys are coming in the room, let me know where you are from 1 to 10 with your mental health. This morning, y'all, I'm probably coming in at about a 7.5 because I'm physically not feeling too well. Mentally, it's just, I'm reprimanding myself for not being ready as I need to be. And then on the other hand, I'm also allowing myself some grace. Like, girl, you cannot do it all. But I be trying. I got a little stain. That's the only thing about these shirts. I love these outfits that I got from TikTok, y'all. But you get one stain on it. Like, that's oil and stuff. Now I got to be walking around with a stain. Grand Rising Michael Murray, Grand Rising Arthur, Grand Rising to everyone out there on Facebook, everyone out there on YouTube, everyone out there on Instagram, as well as TikTok. Thank you all for joining me this morning. This is the Vette Green Show. I am your girl, Vette Green, and I am here to enthuse y'all, to inspire y'all, to educate y'all on some things, and all of the above. So what are we talking about this morning, y'all? So from snake bites to Silicon Valley fights, it is going down, okay? It's going down. Kanisha said she coming in at a 5 this morning, just blah. I'm going to send you some of my little extra love, Queen. Hey, Bam Fam, thank you so much for joining. Hey, official, everybody. Thank you all for joining me this morning. Again, my name is Vette Green, and this is the Vette Green Show. And I am here Monday through Friday from 8:05 a.m. until about 9 or so. This morning I'm getting off a little bit earlier because I got some things to do, but I'm still here. As far as Kanisha, I'm sending you some love because I know the devil be at it. Doesn't it seem like y'all? And correct me if I'm wrong on this, Bam Fam. Correct me if I'm wrong on this. Doesn't it seem like once you get a breakthrough, something else happens? And it's like, man, I can't even catch my breath from the last breakthrough. Now something else is going on, right? Kanisha, you may be feeling that. I know I saw on social media recently that you had just had a really great event happen. You graduated from that CNC machining class, which I know is that y'all, that's a task, okay? That is a task. My ex-husband is a machinist, and I know that's a task to do with kids. That's even a greater task to do. So I'm applauding you, and I'm going to say take some of that you had to get you through those courses and use it to fuel you today, because that's what I'm gonna do, Mayo. That's what I'm gonna do. Right, Bam Fam? Right, Bam Fam? Did I even go live over here, y'all? Did I? I never even went live on Instagram, but that is all right. Okay, so today on the Vette Green Show, we are diving into some shocking and emotional headlines, from tragic tourist unlives, like what is going on overseas, to a deaf driver tased during a traffic stop. Like what? How is a deaf driver being tased during a traffic stop? Well, it happened, y'all. It happened. Loudmouth trap. It happened. We're also breaking down major cultural moments like Janet Jackson getting into the Grammy Hall of Fame, okay, and the controversy surrounding The View and the FCC. We're going to get all into that, Shy Maran. We're going to get all into that. Plus, a tense Uber ride. Could you imagine? Let's break this down. Picture it. 2026, April 29th, and you call an Uber because you're trying to go from A to B, and you're riding in this Uber, and all of a sudden it seems like somebody following this Uber, and you're turning around and you're like, what is going on? It seemed like somebody is following us in this Uber. And yeah, it was. So we're going to get into that. Also, T24 Music Group, what happened in this Uber ride that had this woman like, oh my God, afraid for her life. Well, it happened. We're also going to be tapping into locally what's going on here in Buffalo and spotlighting other cities here in the U.S. As I had said the other day, what I'm going to do every Monday through Friday, we're going to spotlight one city here in America and highlight that city. Because, y'all, there's a lot of cities and towns here in America, but we only hear about the few. We hear about those major cities like L.A., New York City, Atlanta. We hear about those cities, but what about those other smaller cities and towns? We're going to be talking about that as well. So let's talk, everybody. So right now, a tourist overseas passed away from a snake bite. Now, this happened in Egypt. Let me break this down for you. So when a tourist passed away by a snake, y'all, let me rewind, because it's again one of those days Virgie do. While away in Egypt, a tourist actually passed away after being bitten by a snake. Now, why we're talking about this is that this raises serious concerns about the safety of tourists in heavy regions and how prepared emergency systems are when things go wrong. Now, what I can say, when that war started, Cassandra Davis, Tamara Grand Rising, Katoya, when that war started, the UAE did their thing, all right, with an emergency, as far as getting people flown to and from. They were getting people out of there quicker than the U.S. could. We hadn't even started, and the UAE was already full force getting into motion of removing people. Y'all, well, this snake bite, what happens when you are overseas and something like an emergency happens? What would you do? Because when you are traveling, let me ask you all this. When you are traveling, do you get additional insurance? Do you have traveler's insurance when you're traveling, just in case something happens? Have you gotten traveler's insurance? Snake bite, tourist, Egypt. I'm just bringing up the story, everybody. So this is being reported by CBS News. So a tourist dies after being bitten at a snake charming show while on a family vacation. One, I'm not going to a snake charming show. Cassandra Davis, I'm not doing that. A German tourist has passed away after a snake crawled into his pants and bit him as he watched a show in Egypt on a family vacation, German police said Monday. Now, this is coming from CBSNews.com. The 57-year-old man was watching the snake charming show at a hotel in Hurghada, a popular beach holiday destination on the Red Sea in early April. The two reptiles involved, reported to be cobras, were draped over the necks of audience members, police said in Bavaria. The police had stated. The snake charmer then let one of the snakes crawl into the trousers of the German man, and it bit him in the leg, they said in a statement. No, ma'am. Absolutely not. I don't even want to go to a snake. I know we all have our little things, right, Florin? We all have our little things. But why would you why would the snake charmer let one of the snakes crawl into this man's trousers? Did he think it was a joke, BM? Did he think it was a joke? The victim showed clear signs of poison and had to be resuscitated before even being taken to the hospital, where he later passed away. The man, who was not named in the statement, came from Unterlagua district in Bavaria and was on holiday with two of his relatives. German police and prosecutors are investigating his death and are awaiting the results of the toxicology test. What more do you need? Life to Vita, what more do you need? What are y'all thoughts on this? Would you have even gone to this snake charming pit and allowed this snake? When we were out on vacation, and my sister is very, very adventurous, y'all. See, that would have been my sister letting that snake crawl up. Nah, I have pictures of my sister right now with iguana wrapped around her neck and stuff like that because she's adventurous like that. Not me. Not I, said the cat. Not I. I'm just not doing that. I'm not doing that. So this is what happened. Now, this man's family, he was doing something that he enjoyed. He must have been adventurous. I don't know. Now this man is no longer here. What do y'all think about that, V? What do you think about that, Birdie? What could you explain to this person's family? Oh yeah, I let the snake climb up his pants as a joke. I didn't expect him to die. Yeah. Moving on. The Queen Janet Jackson is going into the Grammy Hall of Fame, y'all. Do y'all think that it's about time? Or I think that this is very well due to her. She's been doing this since she was a youngin. Hey, Dwayne Payton, Grand Rising, thank you so much for joining. What do y'all think about Janet Jackson getting inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame? I think it's a great thing. So Janet Jackson's landmark 1989 album, Rhythm Nation 1814, remember that? Rhythm Nation will be inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame as part of the 2026 class, with Jackson making a special appearance at the induction gala on May 8th in Los Angeles. The album is recognized as a musical cornerstone and the only one in history to produce 7 top 5 Billboard Hit 100s. Gone, Janet. Gone, Janet. Okay? Gone, Janet is all I got to say. Hey, Reba Jackson, welcome back. Welcome back. What do y'all think about Janet being inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame? Do you think it's warranted? Do you think it's too late? Do you think that, right on time? Or do you have no thoughts on it at all? Inquiring Minds wants to know. Hey, Lola Rue, Grand Rising to you, Queen. Thank you so much for joining this morning. I think it's a dope thing for Janet to finally be inducted. Now, I can't say, y'all, listen, so I was watching, let me see if I can bring up that Instagram post. LaToya Jackson, and I am not one to body shame anyone, but what I saw was a little concerning to me, y'all. What I saw is a little concerning to me. Body dysmorphia is real, and we don't know just how much people struggle with certain things. And looking at this video is a video of Janet and Jermaine in the kitchen, and it was Latoya and Jermaine in the kitchen, and she was making enchiladas or something like that. But she literally looks like she is under 100 pounds, soaking wet. My calves may be bigger than her thighs. And I'm not saying that to body shame her. I'm saying, is there anything that y'all have heard about? Is she sick? Like, what is going on with Janet? And why is she looking so grave? Right, Miss Taylor? Hey, DJ Maybach. Have y'all seen Latoya Jackson? I don't know, because I don't really follow. So I don't know, is it anorexia? Because that's what it's looking like to me. Like, she does not look well. And people are in the comments talking about how good she's looked. The devil is a liar. She's beautiful, yes, but she does not look healthy. She does not look healthy. And I wish I could pull up that video of her and Latoya and Jermaine. But yeah, something's going on. When I think about this family and the Michael Jackson documentary that's out right now, and I think about what they've gone through. And then I also saw something earlier where they were talking about, I didn't know Joe had other kids outside of Miss Jackson, the first Miss Catherine, but he did. And apparently the Jackson kids, the first kids, weren't even allowed to call him dad. But allegedly, this young lady that he had outside of his marriage was allowed to call him dad. Yeah, we got some F ninjas for real. We do. And unfortunately, you can't teach a person how to be a parent. They usually get their parenting skills from what they saw, and then they emulate that, Ryan Taliti. They emulate that. So I'm wondering, what did this man see for him to have treated his kids so poorly, if the allegations are correct? Like, to me, it seems like he saw them more as breadwinners and not as his children. He saw them as workhorses and not as human beings. And that bothers me, because that paved the way for these children to become adults with major issues. Anywho, moving on, y'all. I was really trying to get into my Instagram, but I guess it's just not giving me any love today. So, did y'all hear about the deaf driver that was tased by the police? Now, this was sad. This was sad. I'm going to see if I can pull up the... So let me pull this up on YouTube right now. Yeah. Following orders by the police. Now, this happened in 2024. A 34-year-old Black man with cerebral palsy was tased 4 times and repeatedly punched by Phoenix police after an alleged altercation at a convenience store. Despite later video analysis showing he was not the aggressor, he was harassed and tased. In 2019, same thing, a deaf man was tased by Idaho Springs police after exiting his vehicle and not following commands. Let me pull up this video. Let me share my screen, y'all. I need to look at that. And then we're going to look at this together. And let me know your thoughts.
Tase you.
So you can see in the video that something's going on. And he's tased.
A deaf man heads home after work.
Morning,
he was
Evan.
born
Morning,
profoundly deaf. He communicates using American Sign Language. He wears bilateral hearing aids on both ears. Medical devices visible. Obvious. A police officer pulls him over.
They pulled him over.
Broken tail light. A routine traffic stop. 2:47 p.m. on a Wednesday afternoon. The officer barks commands. The deaf driver can't hear them. He's deaf. He signs in American Sign Language. I am deaf. I cannot hear you. The officer doesn't know sign language. Sees the hand movements as threatening gestures. The deaf man points to his hearing aids. Right ear, left
Like they
ear.
have
Look,
insurance to
see,
cover
understand.
things like this. But
I
when-
am deaf.
What's going to happen is their
The
insurance
officer
premiums
sees the
are gonna
hand
go up.
reaching toward the head,
riders, if they
thinks
have
he's
not
reaching
already,
for a weapon.
because of some
The deaf
messed up-
man reaches for his registration in the glove
I saw you,
compartment,
Queen.
trying to comply, trying to help. The officer thinks he's reaching for a gun, draws his taser, shouts warnings the deaf man cannot
Give me a
hear,
moment, y'all.
deploys 50,000
Um,
volts. The deaf man's body seizes. He
Yeah.
collapses, crying in shock. This is Anthony Lewis, 28 years
Give me a
old,
moment, Queen, and I'll
American
send it to you.
Sign
What are y'all
Language
thoughts? If that was
interpreter,
your child,
born
Popcorn
profoundly
Rob,
deaf,
Lawrence Watson,
wears
what are your
bilateral
thoughts if
hearing
that was
aids,
your child?
has a disabled
And your
parking
child was
placard in his
disabled.
car marked hearing disability. He was tased for not hearing commands he couldn't possibly hear, for using sign language the officer didn't recognize, for pointing to hearing aids the officer didn't see.
I'm sharing my screen, y'all. All in my business. All in my business. Ooh. Yeah. Queen, I can't even find your email address right now. I'm going to play a video, even though I know that this is probably going to not. I'm just going to play a video real quick just to give myself some time to get this together. It's just one of those days, y'all. It really is. It's just one of those days. I'm ready to receive. I'm ready to receive. I'm going to play a music video real quick. Invite Kat to host. If you like to come on and host, everybody, I'm moving slow. My computer's moving slow this morning. Everything is just moving slow. It's not working, Queen. I really got to get to the Spectrum today to get this. Hey, Queen, you can come on camera this way. My system is moving so slow right now. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. I guess it said it's just as sick as I am. I guess it is just as sick as I am, y'all. But anywho, did y'all hear about the teacher being? Yes, I see you here on Facebook. I can't even get into my Instagram, y'all. You know what? I think I'm just gonna try this again later because I got to get this stuff set up, y'all. I thank y'all for rocking with me right now, but I got to get this set up and go get Wi-Fi power because I can't even. Hey, Queen, can you see me? I don't even know if it's gonna work. The reception in here is horrible. It's not going to work. But anywho, y'all, join me later on today at 7 p.m. I will be back live. We are going to try this again, 7 p.m. later tonight. I'll have the connection working a lot better.
This is a Green Links Media production. Thank you for watching. Subscribe now and hit the bell to be reminded when we go live.